welcome to a special edition of Great Getaways. Today we're going to celebrate the Houghton Lake Area's 20th anniversary of their fishing contest called Catch Us If You Can. I'm proud to say I've been working with these people for almost that long. Being the MC for most of that time, I've seen a lot of changes and a lot of fish caught. So today I'd like to bring in some of the highlights of these last 20 years and some of the not so highlights. Let's get started. For 2 decades, this Catch Us If You Can fishing contest has drawn anglers from near and far to the waters of Houghton Lake, Higgins Lake, and Lake St. Helen. What started as a small local event has grown into an incredible tradition, bringing together fishing enthusiasts, businesses, and the community for a thrilling annual challenge. This is the story of 20 years of competition, camaraderie, and the man who started it all. Tom Ferguson, the business consultant for the Houghton Lake Area Tourism Association back in the early 2000s, was looking for a way to bring more people to the lakes beyond just the summer season. The idea was simple: tag some fish. And if you caught one through the ice or open water, you had a chance to win big. I'm sure Tom had no idea it would take off the way it did. Unfortunately, Tom passed away in 2020, but was lucky enough to see the success of his idea. Newbogs was the first president of the HLA-VB to work with Tom in putting this program together along with his successor, Matt Grover. Unfortunately, Matt has also passed away. Another person involved since day one is the tourism president, Dave Klaus. Dave made sure that everything went smoothly and is still involved today.
We have dumped hundreds of tagged fish over the years in St. Helen, Higgins, and Houghton Lake. And if you catch a fish with the tag, then you can turn it in and at several different places, and you get a $50 gas card immediately. And then you're in a drawing for that $100,000 first prize with a boat trailer package. So it's as easy as that. Just go fishing, and you might catch a big one.
April marks the annual drawing where winners are chosen from those who've reeled and specially tagged fish. Over the years, the contest has seen big catches, bigger prizes, and countless stories. Here are some comments from past winners after pulling in that fish and seeing the tag.
It was just January around 15th, we go up and we have a little ice fishing tournament up in St. Helen and with some guys, and we do some pike and bluegill, and we just happened, it was Saturday night, we were wrapping up, and I was going to clean up tip-ups and pick them up, and the one went off as I was walking over to it and pulled it up, and I seen a tag in the back of it, and I was fishing in some weeds area. I thought it was like a stick or something that was stuck in it, and pulled it out and didn't know anything about it till we got home on Monday, and some friends and I, we just Googled it and got up, and I called a place in St. Helen, and then they gave me 2 linemen, and I called them, and
there you go.
Sent us a picture of, the tag and stuff, so I sent them a picture of the tag, and
there you got it.
Here I am.
All right. Well, I'm with Dan now. He's another contestant here today and hoping to maybe win this boat right here. And Dan, tell me, where did you catch your fish?
I was kind of in the northwestern part of Higgins Lake, trolling minnows in about 85 to 90 foot of water.
Okay, what were you looking for? Lake trout?
Lake trout.
Okay.
Yeah, lake trout. Matter of fact, the fish that was tagged was one of a limit of lake trout I'd caught that day.
No kidding, you did pretty good then.
Oh yeah.
Now you fishing quite a bit. You spend a lot of time up here.
I do.
I'm with Phil Getz right now. He's from Williamston, down in southern Michigan. He'd been up here fishing, and you caught yourself a fish. What brought you up to Houghton Lake to begin with?
Well, I've been coming up here since I have property up here. And I've been coming up here 56 years.
I'm with Allison right now, and Allison, this year I'm really surprised because we don't get a lot of ladies up here that are catching these tagged fish. You're the second one this year that we've got now.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit what it was like to catch it.
So I just came up here to take my dad up here for fishing for the first time ever with my husband.
Oh.
Yes, we were first time ever on the lake. So we just out there for a couple of days, and all of a sudden just reeled in, caught the fish, and we saw the tag. We thought it was a DNR. We didn't know it was for a drawing.
Yeah.
So took pictures of it, put the tag online, and everything. We didn't even toss the fish back with the tag still attached because we thought it was just DNR type of deal. So
But it was your first time up here,
it
huh?
was first time up
What
here.
did you think of it? What do you think of the lake? I mean, it's a
Yeah,
big
we
lake.
loved it. We definitely want to come back.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, thank you, Allison.
Yes.
And I hope you win.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. The contest brings families together in a way that's hard to describe. Here's Don Wygerd from Spicer's Boat City.
It's our pleasure to host it, and it's exciting day to day, and we sure want to give away the Lund fishing boat and of course the $100,000 gift today. And you know, it's a chance on a chance. We've got 17 fishermen in the drawing, and I think we're going to do it at about 2 o'clock. So we've got hot dogs and refreshments here going on, and come on in. We got lots of seats to come on in and check it out.
Now, your company's been here a long time, and you've been here a long time too.
I have. This is our 60th year anniversary here at Spicer's. We've got a few of our older boats that were originally from George and Ann Spicer's factory, and that started it all out. And you know, I've been here 37 years, and we love selling fun, and that's what we do. We sell a lot of fun around here: boats and snowmobiles, ATVs, personal watercrafts, and pontoons.
You've got everything here, and there's some beautiful crafts that you got here too. It's just amazing that there's so much. Every time I drive by, it just keeps getting bigger.
Oh man, the side-by-side and ATV business has been phenomenal, and that is growing and growing and growing, as is the pontoon business. And of course, we're a huge Lund dealer, so we've got the Lund 1650 Rebel XS here. We're going to give away today, hopefully, in the drawing, and you know, and we've been sponsoring it. And I hear rumors that next year's drawing for the 20th anniversary is going to be even bigger and better yet.
You're so right, Don. This year, along with $100,000 in a new boat, there would be $50,000 towards a new truck from Don Esther Auto Group. From small cash prizes in the early years to boats, all-terrain vehicles, and even a $100,000 grand prize, Catch Us If You Can has evolved to keep anglers coming back. Of the 3 lakes that are part of the contest, we will fish on 2 of them today with fish tagger Bill Ayers. Let's start on Lake St. Helen.
Of fabulous fishing to share with you, and that is our time on Lake St. Helen with our guide, Bill Ayers. Fishermen visiting the area will find hours of pleasure on Lake St. Helen, which is 6 miles long and has 18 miles of shoreline, 15 of which are undeveloped. Lake St. Helen is made up of 3 lakes, simply called the First, Second, and Third Lakes.
Well, we're on the west end of Third Lake, and in that area right over there is Russell Lake, and that's where Charlton Heston had his place. And we could used to motor up in there, but now the weeds have grown up. You can only walk in there. And the state bought it after he died and divided it into 3 parcels.
As a guide, Bill has logged hours and hours of fishing on the area lakes. He'll answer your questions, suggest fishing times, and help you to not be discouraged by fishing at the wrong time or conditions. For instance, if the lake is too calm, boats may spook the fish, so a little wave action is preferred.
People that come up here to fish, a lot of them use pontoon boats, and the whole family comes out and they can anchor and really catch a lot of bluegills. We have the Bluegill Festival here in the summertime.
The First Lake is the headwaters for the south branch of the Au Sable River. Different fish are found in different places in the 2,400-acre lake, though the lake is well known for bluegill. The community of St. Helen hosts an annual bluegill festival in the summer with parades, games, and rides for children, and of course, a bluegill fishing contest.
Second Lake here is real shallow too, but it does hold a lot of fish. And if you know where to go with weed beds, it can be pretty productive.
To promote fishing and education on the conservation and quality of the lake, the St. Helen Lake Association was formed, assuring that all those who come to the area for great fishing will be able to enjoy its unique beauty and quality fishing for decades to come.
we got a nice breeze and we're going with the wind. Things are just perfect.
Want to know why I love these lakes so much? Here is a short piece to show you why. Narrated by good friend Don Riggs.
We're not teaching you any secrets, but along with local anglers, we'll highlight the lakes and their surroundings for your great fishing getaway. Let's drop a line and see what we hook. A breeze, a boat, blue skies, and a fishing rod. It doesn't take much more than that to make Tom a happy angler, especially on Houghton Lake. After stopping at the local bait shop, he was anxious to see if the handmade lures made especially for Houghton Lake will do the trick. Let's wait and see if Tom is going to end up working for his dinner.
Oh, there it is. That's nice. Nice fish. There he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Houghton Lake is home to walleye, pike, bass, and bluegill, making it a prime spot for anglers. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-time fisher, there's something for everyone. 20 years in, So Catch Us If You Can continues to bring excitement to Houghton Lake. The contest continued through COVID with social distancing, held in an airplane hangar with tons of room.
We do have major sponsors with Spicers, Lineman, and Artifacts, right? That's our three major sponsors. And then to cover the other ones, Mark Martin's Ice Fishing School obviously is a sponsor. The Middle Bucket on exit 222. The Sports Barn, Arnie's Arts and Crafts, Bart's Fruit Market, Beachfront Hotel, R&J Best Choice Market, TCF Bank, Lakeland Recreation, Lakeside Resort, Popular Resort, and State Savings Bank. I want to make sure we thank all of those sponsors because they're the ones that help us get this done. Okay. So with that, we'll start the youth.
All right, let's get the party started, huh?
The kayak is sponsored by Artifacts. So we're going to make sure that we give her a big thanks. She, when we went and picked the first one, she thought we can do better, so she upgraded it, so that was very helpful. And I did hear some comments that you were surprised we didn't have more anglers. Well, we were discussing, we figured it out. It's kind of hard for the fish to bite with their mask on.
No, they knew who they were up against.
Ah. Or either that, maybe they were doing remote learning, so they weren't in their schools. So. Anyway, that's the best I can figure out. That's why they don't pay me much. So. With that, let's bring the youth up. First will be
Kyle.
Kyle?
Yep.
Kyle, can you come up and you get to pick one of the two bags?
Go ahead and stand behind it.
You're going to stand behind there for us. And then we have Johnny. Guess you know which one you get, right? But you guys are far enough apart. You don't have to leave your mask on if you don't want. It's totally up to you. And with that, you can go through.
Well, both the boys were winners. One of the boys won the kayak and the other won $250. With new generations of anglers joining the competition, the legacy of this event is stronger than ever. You win the prize. Tell us a little bit about the fish that you caught, though.
Okay, so it was a lake trout. I got out of Higgins Lake. It was 26 inches. It was like 7 pounds.
Now, did you notice right away that the tag was in it?
Not at all. Well, and Higgins Lake's pretty clear, so you can see down there pretty far. And it was like, we were in 80 feet of water, and it was about 30 feet.
Oh.
And my dad looked down and he saw the tag, and he's like, it's tagged, you gotta get it in. And I had no clue what it was. I thought it was just from the DNR, maybe, like track it or something. Mm-hmm. I had no idea.
So, now you live in Roscommon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably get a chance to fish that lake fairly often, Higgins Lake?
Mm-hmm. I live right down the road from it, probably like 3 miles down the road. I can fish it whenever I want.
Oh, man.
It's awesome.
First time you caught a tagged fish, you know anybody else that's caught one?
Not at all.
Okay, there's a lot of fish out there that have been tagged over this, 17 years, did we figure? And they're taking, 100, 200, I don't know what they do a year, but there's a lot of fish out there. They're just growing big, and they got tags in them, and you can win a little prize with it. Let's take a look. You got this one. Dave, help me out here. What did he win?
Well, we'll let him hold the check first, you know.
Okay.
To me, money's most important. So he gets $250. And we got the sponsor of the kayak, Artifacts. And she's here to present him with the kayak. Lost my mind there for a minute.
So,
yeah, I'll take that from you now.
So are you a kayaker?
Oh yeah, I bass fish off the top kayaks all the time.
What do you think of this one? That looks like it's going to be fun to be in. Do some fishing.
Looks like it's gonna bring a lot of memories. It's gonna be fun.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Well, Aiden, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Some of the past drawing and winners. Kirk from Lyman's is the proxy for a contestant that could not make it. Fish is Trevor Foster. And Trevor, you're from up here by Higgins Lake? Yes, sir. Great, teach out right now. And Greg is right here from Houghton Lake. So that kind of makes it a little nice. You can get out there fishing anytime you want to.
I try to.
Now, is this your first tag fish?
Yep.
But sadly, this year is the end of the contest. Here is one of the drawings held over the past 20 years. Fishing isn't just about the catch, it's about the stories, the memories, and the community it creates. Here's to 20 years of Catch-Us If You Can, and many more to come. If you decide to make a trip to the Houghton Lake area, here are some things that make it the perfect getaway for outdoor enthusiasts, family fun seekers, and anyone craving a little small town charm. Whether you're here for a weekend or a full vacation, there's no shortage of things to do. Let's dive right into some of the must-do activities when you're visiting the Houghton Lake area. Houghton Lake is Michigan's largest inland lake, and it's a year-round hotspot for anglers along with its sister lakes, St. Helen and Higgins Lake. You'll find bass, walleye, pike, and bluegill, and lake trout in Higgins. And if you're here in winter, grab your gear and try ice fishing. It's a local favorite. If you prefer a more relaxed pace, rent a kayak, paddleboard, or pontoon boat. The gentle waters make it perfect for beginners and seasoned boaters alike. Want to stretch your legs? The area boasts fantastic trails like the Lost Twin Lakes Trail and Merle Lake Trail, to name a few. Both are beautiful tree-lined paths perfect for walking and biking. And if you're into bird watching or simply love nature, you'll find plenty of wildlife along the way. For a little more adrenaline rush, check out the ORV and ATV trails. With miles of groomed paths, it's a thrill seeker's dream. Home of the famous Exit 222 Trail. Enjoy over 50 miles of designated motorized trails. Traveling with family, you're in luck. Funland Amusement Park offers go-karts, bumper boats, and mini golf. Perfect for kids and kids at heart. Take a stop at the Lakeview Park. And during the summer, you'll find craft shows, car cruises, and community events that bring the whole town together. Now let's get back to the 20-year celebration.
Because next year is our 20th, so we goosed it up a little bit for next year to give you even more incentive to catch another one.
And no one's ever won it, so.
Nobody's ever won it.
No one's ever won it. You could be the first. So $1,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If the grand prize isn't claimed, a guaranteed first place prize of $1,000 is awarded, along with other prizes such as a Mark Martin ice fishing school vacation and various sponsor-donated packages. Here's last year's drawing winner.
How are we doing? Oh, man. He's still shaking, folks.
you have won the prize for the day, $1,000. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty excited.
Now, what are you gonna do? Spend $1,000 on more fishing equipment?
Oh, I'll probably offer it to my wife first, and
good
then
point.
she'll give me an allowance, I'm sure.
There's how it works sometimes, but I'm sure she'll be happy about
Oh,
this.
I'm sure she will. She's just as excited as I am. So it was an awesome time, great opportunity. You know, we're just thankful to be up here, and anytime we can get out and do this kind of stuff, and this is just extra special today. So
Great, did a good job.
Yeah,
thank you for coming up. Thank you for catching the fish.
Absolutely.
The contest isn't about just the prizes, it's about the tradition that we built. Each year, hundreds of fish across these lakes are tagged and released by the Houghton Lake Area Visitors Bureau. I was lucky enough a few years ago to spend the day with one of the original taggers, Bill Ayers.
Proof that Roscommon County is the place of lasting memories and years of good fishing are the people who return with their children and grandchildren to recapture those memories. The waters of Houghton Lake cover more than 20,000 acres against nearly 30 miles of shoreline. Bill also is familiar with Houghton Lake, and we look forward to going out with him fishing one more time, looking for the big one. It's an easy launch from the South Shore DNR boat launch. Maintained by the state of Michigan, the use of these launches requires a recreation passport, usually obtained when you renew your license plate. It also makes for a better fishing experience if you obtain the current fishing rules and limits from the state by visiting the website, obtaining them from bait and fishing shops, or calling the Tourism Bureau.
Okay, one of the nice things about Houghton Lake, there's a really diverse fishery. We've got perch, we've got bluegills, we've got crappies. Well, I've caught some big crappies in here. And of course walleyes and pike and smallmouth and largemouth too. They just had a tournament last weekend here, bass tournament. And of course it rained really bad, but they still caught quite a few bass. And the bass here really put up a struggle. And if you can see right here, we're going right along our mark, and this is usually where we catch bass and pike, whatever. But today is kind of overcast, which is a good thing for us, and a little rainy. Not too many fishermen out here today, but this is usually I got one right here. This is what I like about overcast day. The fish really turn on. Boy, he's really pulling hard. Gotta get him up here.
If you're wondering what the best time is for quality catches, local anglers like early morning until about 10 a.m. Then they come in and head back out after 4 p.m.
They know how to fight, that's for sure.
Bloggers, many on Facebook who share their catches, often report taking up to 40 fish and varieties from dogfish to perch and sunfish and walleye and pike. Whether trolling, fishing among the weeds, using a bobber or tight line, be sure to try a variety of bait and lures. Share your catches with us on the Great Getaways Facebook page.
Oh, a little closer, buddy. There we are. There you go, buddy. Like I've always said, if you don't have weeds, you don't have fish. So the panfish like to be able to hide from the predators, and so they hang around the weeds. So you got to be able to know where the weed beds are, know where like the middle grounds here and different places, so that you can target the panfish and then just kind of troll along like we are. I just had it hit right there. You can just troll along like we are, and they'll zoom in on it and you can catch them. And then you just turn right around and go back and do the same thing again, because they're in schools. And we do really good out here by this middle grounds by these weeds.
20 years of unforgettable moments, and we're just getting started. Whether you're an experienced fisherman or just want to come for a great getaway, Houghton Lake has something for everyone. Join us next year for the Catch Us If You Can contest. You never know, you might reel in the big one. If you'd like more information, you go to our website at greatgetaways.tv. Also, check us out on Facebook for all the latest information. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.